Hello all and welcome to my channel. I go by the name of Fiery Moon and I'm here to do your weekly collective reading. And also just to see what energy is out there as we are, about to step into the new moon in Cancer energy. So I just wanted to pull, in regards to the weekly collective, but also because I noticed that, with my past element readings for this week that, the energy seemed kind of stuck for, the signs or a few of the signs, I'll say. So, I wanted to see with this weekly collective reading, what we may need to work on as a collective. So not to, take up too much time. I haven't pulled any cards. I will be pulling the cards, as I am recording here. But I kind of do just want to jump right in. I do want to stress that although the intention, is set for the collective for, this Sunday to next Sunday, time is fluid. So this energy, or this reading could apply to something that you've already been through, what you're currently going through right now, or what may be to come for you. So to pull, what we need to work on or what we may need to work on, I will be using the archetype deck. I haven't used this one yet on camera, and I felt, maybe, we can get some messages, that we'll be able to use, as a collective, just to dig a little bit deeper as I stress, self-healing on my channel. So we'll use that. I will be using the universal weight to clarify for why we need to work on whatever, comes out that we need to work on. And then for the guidance, I will be using the Moonology deck for guidance, the guidance and advice. Pandora is playing in the background because I am clairaudient, so I do just like to have the music playing. And also, this could, refer to love, family, work, anything. So just place it where it resonates for you. I do stress never to force fit a reading. So just take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. So we're just going to jump right in and, see what it is we need to work on as a collective to go ahead and harness this new moon energy, to bring forth the manifestations that we would like. So what do we need to work on? I do take jumping cards. I prefer that. So we're just going to see, even though these cards are kind of hard to shuffle. What do we need to work on as a collective? Got the first card out. So let's see if there's any more, any additional messages for what we may need to work on in regards to this new moon and Cancer energy. I will read these out of the book and use the tarot to read them intuitively. So let's see what's going on. Alright. So I'll take those three. Let's see. So first card out we received is the 1. Next card out we have is Eros. Then we also have the Mother. Bottom of the deck and overall energy is the Tear. So I will read each one of them so that you all can take, your own personal message from them, but then I'll see, why these are here and, why we need to work on these archetypes. Some of them are I believe they are like places, the selves, the tools, and the initiations. So I'll start with the tear, since that is the overall energy. What is that? Let me just find it here. And it is one of the tool cards. So, the tear, the morning, the release, the rain. Tears are droplets of letting go. Once they begin to fall, we allow the swelling tide of emotion to run its elemental course. Often the tear is what is needed in order for a conversation or situation to break into the next level of intimacy and vulnerability. Some say that tears are so powerful in softening our egos that they open up a portal to the unseen world. Through our watery eyes, the ancestors catch a glimpse of us, and we are reminded of their eternal embrace. We sense our humanity, our humility, and we allow ourselves to be held. It is likely this card appears when there is a grieving yet to do, a sinking down into disappointment or despair that, once acknowledged, will bring a shimmer of clarity to our dewy eyes. Janet Jackson's "I Get So Lonely" is on. So you may, can take a message from that's playing right now. And I honestly, because I am so honest on my channel and I strive, I like for honesty to be displayed all the time and, told. I just had this conversation with my daughter in regards to, releasing. We hold so much in, that we don't realize. And, it only causes us to drown. So you may be holding on to something you may need to release, especially with what's going on right now on a societal level. You could be mourning the loss of someone. And like I said, it could be the loss of someone, it could be the loss of a job, the loss of a place. And you need to release, so definitely, with that being the overall energy, we need to work on or may need to work on the practice of letting go. Not everything is permanent, although some things are, but we never know what will happen if we don't let go. Sometimes we cling to things so tightly, we can actually end up hurting ourselves more by holding on instead of just letting go. But, take that and place it where it resonates for you. So the next card we have is the One. And I'll read that. So the One, non-duality, one love, unus mundus. Our ability to experience this archetype firsthand is limited. It comes in brief and potent moments that we are left to savor for a lifetime. The One is both the energy that unites all living beings and our capacity to sense this intimate union. This archetype eludes us most of our lives, appearing as a concept in a distant galaxy. Yet when we are in the midst of its power, a solemn reverence falls across all the land. We glimpse ourselves in the vastness of all consciousness, and are neither small nor large within that field. We are neither important nor unimportant. All duality fades away, and we are left with what is, the precious knowing that life is a gift, and we are both the giver and the receiver of this fortune. So that one is kind of deep. But the One basically, talks about, and also I'll show you the tear too, just to give you some imagery behind it. That's the tear. And then the One. And, we are all part of the bigger whole, I'll say. So often we, go through life thinking, we don't have anything to contribute, or we may not, be the best. But it's not about being the best or the worst. Everyone has something to contribute. So we need to, as being that this reading is what we need to work on, we need to work on stepping into, what makes us a part of the whole, knowing that we matter and what we have, no matter how big or small, contributes to the bigger picture. The next one we have is Eros. Let's see what that is. So love as desire, eroticism, or sensuality. Though Eros can be depicted as unbridled sexuality and eroticism, a more contemplative understanding of this archetypal energy leads us to the root of desire itself. What do we long for? Why are we awakened by love? What makes us hesitate in the face of intimacy? Eros reconnects us with the primal longing to merge with another human being. Nature, music, art, plants, food, or anything that we perceive we are separate from. Eros allows us to momentarily unite. Our heart embraces otherness, and in doing so, we further understand our own. Our life force awakens. This card reveals an inevitable initiation into love's labyrinth. You may find yourself swirling in a new territory of desire and sensuality. Explore the labyrinth with a curious and honest heart. And remember, though the way is circuitous, you are always being led towards its center, which would definitely be the heart space, especially with this new moon in Cancer. Cancer rules the 4th house, and it also rules the heart, as far as body parts. And I will tell you today, my heart chakra has been pulsing, something crazy. It was almost to the point where it was hurting a little bit. But, it's, letting me know that the heart space is being worked on. If you felt that, your heart space and your heart chakra could be opening to allow you to receive love. Sometimes we get so closed off, to things that we think that are not meant for us, or that, is too good to be true, or, we really have to put that mentality and mindsets to rest. Because we are all deserving, no matter what, the capacity is. If you want a job, or, you feel that you don't deserve it, or, there's a job that you're in and you're not happy with it, maybe you need to create a job that will be self-fulfilling to you. Maybe, there's a person that you want to be with, and you shouldn't wait on that. If you feel it in your heart, you should definitely go for it. Or at least, that's how I work, but to each is their own. I just love as a Cancer myself. So I always go with, what I'm feeling. Normally, some people are guided, by their intuition, but I'm also guided by my heart. How does my heart feel? But place that where it goes for you. And the last one that we have here is the mother. So the great mother, the feminine, the source. We begin our archetypal story with the mother's love. Through her sensual, fertile, and life-giving energy, all creation takes form. Regardless of our birth story, each of our hearts beats for the first time in the warm womb of the mother, where she offered resources from her body for the building of our own. Yet her tale is not so simple, as the mother, especially on the earthly plane, contains both light and dark aspects of the feminine. With the best of intentions, the mother wraps her loving arms around her creations and begins to grip what she meant to set free. The mother both nurtures and prohibits growth. She gives yet clings. She creates yet restricts. Amid this complex energy, the mother holds the key to the eternal challenge of love. So, being that, this reading is what do we need to work on as a collective, we may need to work on, the relationship with our mother. And it's no judgment towards anyone. And like I said, I just had a talk with my daughter today. Like, as moms, we're not given a rule book. We don't know how to navigate this tidal and terrain, without going through the trials and tribulations, the ups and downs. And, it is something hard to explain to your kids, especially when you were a young mom, or if you were a young mom, to try and explain it to your teenager, why certain things are happening, especially in the climate that we're in globally. It is a lot. There's a lot, that we as mothers are protectors. But I'm even noticing, in my personal journey with, we overprotect. We don't want anything to happen to our babies, so we overprotect. But I'm noticing that the more I try to protect her, the more resistance I'm being met with. So, I have to learn the boundaries and the give and take of this relationship, because there is no rule book. And for some of us that are older, not everyone has had a mother, or if you had a mom, some relationships were great, some were not so great. But being that this is here now, we need to use this time and energy, especially with maybe wherever you're at, you're still in some restrictions. You could be in a rift with your mom, and it's like I said, it's not to place any judgment on anyone, but we need to heal that relationship if you still can. So we need to, work on that. Obviously, from what the cards are saying here, because in the bottom of the tarot deck is the Ace of Cups. So a new emotional beginning. Whether it's with your mom or whether it's with, you're a mom and you need to repair this energy with your kid, now is the time. We need to use this energy of the new moon while we still have it to, start over. Have this new emotional fulfilling beginning. Whether you think, it could be something as simple as a conversation, but we do need to, rectify this, obviously. So we're going to see, why is this here for us? Why are these here for us, Spirit? Why do we need to work on this? The tear, the one, Euros, and the mother. Why are these here for us to work on? Get the cards out and then we'll go over them. Why are these here? That's what we need to work on. And know that the energy is vice versa or interchangeable. And just because the mother is there doesn't necessarily have to be the mother. It could be any feminine energy in your life. It could also, be a man that's in feminine energy, and that does not mean sexuality-wise. Okay, one more here. One more, please, Spirit. One more. Okay. Overall energy of the tarot deck, we got the moon, which could represent fear, illusions, secrets, delusions, So So at the heart of the reading, we have the Six of Wands, which represents, moving forward victoriously. So, we could be in a spot where, healing this is, in order to move forward victoriously, we may need to let go of, things that we may have learned, holding on to certain feelings, certain teachings. And this is what's holding us back from stepping into this Six of Wands energy, As you see, it's like somebody, marching through the crowd. They have the crowd cheering them on. Although on the negative side, it could represent, someone having too much ego or pride. But being that this reading is what do we need to work on, and this is the heart of the reading, we want to all move forward successfully. It's like we could have so much baggage, or things that we're holding on to. And I say that because we literally have the Ten of Wands, which is holding on, and needing to drop that burden with the Four of Pentacles here. And that's literally closing yourself off. So in order to use this energy the right way, we need to, drop the burden and open up our heart space. That Pentacle is blocking his heart. So, we're closed off right now. But it's saying, the cards here, we have the Eight of Wands right after that. That is suggesting like we need to, move forward. And this can also be, with communication. Like we need to communicate what we're going through. We don't need to, hold those emotions in. Thank you, Spirit, because this is definitely, just resonating from the conversation that I had with my daughter today. So I can definitely attest to it. And I already feel much better from the conversation that we had. So I know, like, it does take a lot to communicate. Because, we feel that we'll be judged or, it's not going to be, received the right way or whatever. But, ultimately, the Five of Pentacles here is like, either you or someone could be feeling left out in the cold because, we're holding on to past resentments or past energy that, isn't serving either party. And like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be a mother. It could be any feminine energy in your life, So, but in order to move forward, it's like you have to stop being stubborn. Because that Ace of Cups that originally started at the bottom of the deck is right here. And it's being handed to you. And you're in this energy just looking at, well, this happened and that happened. And she said that or they did that. Like, you're missing your blessing by holding on to that. Whether it's animosity, resentment, regret. And it's saying that you need to, let it go. Then we have the Four of Swords, which is telling me, yeah, you may need to think about it. With the Ace of Swords down here, which normally represents truth and clarity, and we have the Three of Swords up here, it may have been a heartbreaking situation. And this card here is a suggestion, like in order to bring forth the healing, you may just need to, think on it, rest on it before you speak with the Ace of Swords down on the bottom. Because you don't want to come off or, speak hastily or irrationally. Because, no one's saying that whatever you may have been through wasn't painful. The Three of Swords is clearly up there, And there's also like a feminine and a child in the background there. I don't know if you can see it. But, it could be someone that you look up to, like a mom. Anything, any feminine energy in your life that you may need to rectify something with, you're being, guided to go ahead. And, what's happened is dead and done. And no one's saying that your feelings are invalid with these Three Cups being knocked over. This is the Five of Cups. But you're missing the Two of Cups that are right behind you. Because you're so focused on the past. And what's the song? Oh man, this is Tony. What is the name of this song? Oh, it's escaping me. What is the name of this song? Is it Anyway? It's gonna bug me. What is the name of the song? Give me 1 second. Is it Sorry, it's called Ask of You. I had to know it was escaping me for a second. But yeah, just listen to this song because he wants to. Maybe you want to ask them something. You need to talk it out. But lastly, we're ending with the Six of Swords, which is showing me that this feeling here, you need to just move out of them choppy waters. Move on to calmer waters with whoever this energy is in your life. You're being guided to just let it go. You could be like fearing the worst. You may really love this person. And you're being stubborn. This being at the heart of the reading. Come on now. We all want this feeling. We all want to move forward successfully. And in order to do that, we have to just drop the extra baggage. We ain't bag ladies. We left bag ladies back when Erykah Badu made the song. We don't, we not holding that. Open up. And it's okay. It's all right. Don't think that you could even think that you're going to be rejected. You're not. You see this hand is coming out of the cloud. This ain't coming from nobody but God in the universe. This you may have this opportunity here as a blessing for you. But with the moon here, it's like lose the fear. That's what I get from this. I don't get secrets. I mean, there may be secrets for some people, but it's judgment was up under the moon. Which is saying like, come on, this is the universe coming down and blowing this horn like the time is now. Go ahead. Go ahead. And with the Queen of Wands, it's showing that, you may be lacking confidence. Or feeling like you don't know what you would have to offer. If this is in regards to love, with the Page of Pentacles behind that. But it's not about what you have to offer. It's about, one thing about pages is they are authentic. So whoever this person is to you, don't feel that you have to, even bring anything. You could, but the communication from pages is so authentic, that'll be enough. You just taking the initiative to step in and, speak what needs to be spoken is really all that's truly enough. This can also be self-reflecting. You taking some time to self-reflect because you may be confused. So take that time. Take that time. Stop thinking the worst. Each one of these cups is showing me that you may even be overthinking. Don't overthink it. Just, go with what you feel. You're not wrong. Your feelings are never wrong. Just like they say, art is never wrong. Your feelings are wrong too. You know what you feel. But you need to let it out. They need somewhere to go. And I don't mean to sound like I'm preaching or any of that. I'm just a very passionate person myself. So, I feel, and as a Cancer, I feel everything. I know other fellow Cancers can attest. We feel even when we don't want to feel. It's just an automatic reaction. And or it's just something that's hard coded in us as cancers. We feel, and a lot of people don't understand that. And I don't apologize for it. I just try, to, I don't even, well, now I don't. I used to try to explain why, I was the way I was, but I noticed that, people don't know what it sounds like to deal with people that are authentic and genuine and have, your best interests at heart. Because with the world we live in today, people will talk a good game and they'll talk the coat and shoes right off your back, like just to satisfy themselves. So I get that, you don't know, or you may not be able to discern when someone is speaking passionately versus anger, and it's like, we have to get back to a place where we understand. When I talk to someone, I want you to know what I feel so that you can understand where I'm coming from, But now I don't try to force it. I've learned, like, if they don't get it, they don't get it. It's not for me to make them get it. But you are going to feel what I'm saying to you so that it's not mistaken for something that it's not. So, and what's this? Tevin Campbell's, can we talk? Let's go, y'all. Come through, Spirit. Thank you. Because that's what it's about. We need to heal this here. We need love. Love is the highest frequency of them all. And, we need to let this go, So we're going to pull the advice, in regards to, this new moon energy. The bottom of this deck, it says a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So we're just going to see, what we need to, what's the advice or guidance? We got 2 right off the back. A time to give rather than take. I guess it's supposed to come out, so I will read that one to you. Come out of fear, release, let go, and release that fear. And look, hey, adjustments are required, and bring love into the situation. Never come close again. All right, so we have the new moon in Virgo, just page 52. So, a time to give rather than take. A time to give rather than take. When this card comes up, it's time for you to take stock of your situation. Where are you? Where do you want to go? The new moon energy of this card suggests a restart. A restart. And the Virgo energy suggests you make that restart a clever one that's simple and well organized. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it. So if you've been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the up. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapies. So add these into your routines now. However you've been feeling. If a situation is blocked at the moment, it could be that you're overanalyzing things or being too critical. It's time to ask less what someone else can do for you and to think more about what you can do for others. Attune to the moon. Recommit to healthy morning and evening routines. Gradual improvements are coming. Pay attention to detail if you want success. Be of service to others and love and money will follow. The person you are asking about is reliable. Virgo is the sign of health, service, and analysis. Its energy is precise and has a feel of the harvest about it. When this card comes up, it could be that a wonderful bounty is coming your way. However, the energy of the new moon in Virgo is usually about getting your life in order. So that's what you need to do at the time of the Virgo new moon and whenever else you pull this card. Next one we have is adjustments are required, which is the third quarter moon. 36. Adjustments are required. Think of yourself as a vessel that has been filled more and more over the past few weeks. Some of what has come your way may have been wonderful, but there is also a lot of negativity, and you need to let go of this. Need we say more? Whatever situation you're asking about now, be honest about whether there are toxic emotions involved which you need to release into the ethers. This card also comes with the promise that all is not lost. However, there are changes or adjustments required before you will get to where you want to be. I just like doing this so, to show and confirm the cards that have came out in conjunction with these oracle cards. A change of course is forecast now that recent events have been understood and acted upon. There may also be a crisis now, which will remind you what you want and what it's time to let go of, so pay attention. Attuned to the moon, I am reevaluating the situation. This is showing the need to let go. You're holding on tightly. Your life may be out of balance, and this may be causing your issues. It may be time to hatch a whole new plan. Something new and exciting is around the corner. Trust may be required to move this situation forwards. At the time of the third quarter moon, we know where we have been, but where are we going? The moon is now a half moon and slipping away from us as she catches less and less light, moving towards her full disappearance at the new moon. It's a time of falling away and a time to reevaluate. No matter when you draw this card, the teaching is to release and trust. And lastly, we have the new moon in Aquarius. And that was just Tell Me What You Want by Mace featuring Total. If you want to know what that song was about, if you want to listen to it or read the lyrics. And lastly, bring love into the situation. Aquarius is all about progress and modernity. That's a funny word, forgive me. So this is the time to move forward. The new moon in Aquarius card means no looking back. Change is on its way and it could come quickly. Whether you get the chance you want depends both on whether you believe you can have it and how much you are relying on others to bring it to you. This card comes with a suggestion that you may need to do things independently on your own, but be loving, not too pragmatic. Time may be of the essence when this card comes up. Aquarius energy has an electric feel to it. Certainly, there is a sense that you need to let go of the past and move towards your future as soon as possible. Attune to the moon. Explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. You may need to be more detached from this situation. Thinking outside the box will bring the solution. More pragmatism is called for. Improve your karma by doing some charitable work. And right now, in Vogue's, what is it? What's this song called? What's it gonna be? Aquarius is the sign of invention, modern advances in technology, and humanity. Its energy is a little brittle. It's individual, scientific even, and relatively emotionally detached. Many people think Aquarius is a water sign because the Aquarius symbol is the water bearer, but it's actually an air sign and it's far more about intellect than the emotional water signs, as is this card, no matter when you draw it. Dropping convention works well with this energy. So, yes. I love it. I'll show you guys these cards, the archetype cards, one more time. So the tear, you have the right to lose control. If you need to cry, cry. It's okay. We have the one. Know that you are part of a bigger plan. Eros, bring love into the situation, just as this Moonology card suggests. And regardless, although this card says the mother, whatever feminine energy, whether it's your own feminine energy, a mother, anyone that you look to, as a feminine beacon in your life, it's time to rectify whatever rift you guys are going through. And like I said, it doesn't have to specifically be a female, because we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. But, only you know who, what person, place, or thing this resonates for you. Like I said, it could be a job that you care about. It could be a place that you care about. It doesn't always have to be a person, or it can most certainly be yourself. So, we do what you can, But in order for you to move forward victoriously, we have to, drop this baggage and open up. And so I thank you all for tuning in with me. I hope this resonates for, someone. If I didn't get you on this reading, hopefully, I'll get you on the next one. I think there'll be one more weekly collective reading that I'll do before I get the monthlies out, beginning August 1st. And as always, I thank you guys for tuning in with me, and I'll see you on the next reading. Bye.